Okay.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
Eternal Oscar right now. You would notice that Bubbles does a thing where the sides of Bubbles' mouth kind of stretch to the sides and curl downwards and you can sense what Bubbles is thinking, like, really, you think I'm good at this kind of stuff?
I was just gonna look at him and was like, no, but I don't think I'm any better. You really want me to go up to that man? A girl like, oh, it's okay, she wasn't much of a loss. See, I can't.
Bubbles kind of points inside their mouth, and just you know what Bubbles is saying the whole time, and Bubbles is just trying to communicate, like, I can't even talk.
I think that's the benefit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Ghostly, I think this might be for you.
What's that then?
Like, go give Brian a hug.
Oh, Brian's upset because now Cynthia's in bits on the floor.
Maybe.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Kinda freaky.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
Eternal Oscar right now.
I
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Vamos, amigos!
Vamos, amigos.
Do we have a thing that we say? Should I learn the thing that we
that
say?
was it. You just.
It's what we just said.
Do you want to try one more time, David?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Get it next time. Hello everyone watching the stream out there. Welcome to Into the Multiverse. This is a series of D&D campaigns that all run simultaneously in the same world but in alternate timelines and alternate universes. This particular story follows the newest group known as the Evil Bottoms. And last we left off with them, they were randomly teleported to somewhere in a mystical forest, and they've now been making their way to a town. They were offered if they wanted to go through a portal to go back to where they came from, but instead now they are being led by a character called Fredericks, a very tall, very large paladin bugbear who died at the end of the last game and is now back to life. But before we get into the story, we'll go around everyone and get you all to give us your introductions. So, starting with yourself, Sharis, playing Mickey.
Hi. Sorry, I actually just woke up from a nap. So
Oh, God, we can go the other way. We can go in reverse order if you like.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Hi.
That's enough introduction.
Okay, I'm done. Hi, I'm Sharis. I play Meki. He's a wild magic sorcerer who is also a gardener. And he also has his little friend Elowin, who is a 12-year-old, that he's kind of become the legal guardian of somehow, and we'll find that out later. So, hey, Meki!
Thank you very much, Mickey.
Hey.
Round of applause for Mickey. Cass unfortunately can't be with us today, but will you be playing Elowin, or would you like me to play Elowin, Sharis? Totally up to
Oh
yourself.
god, I forgot to ask Cass.
No problem. Well, we can get back to that. Well, Cass plays Elowin, 12-year-old blind girl.
I'll text him.
Sure, no problem. And he would probably do a wonderful introduction here, but unfortunately, he's not feeling the best today. So we'll go straight on to yourself, David, playing the Cracked Bell.
Okay, hello, I am the Cracked Bell. The world is a bad and dangerous place, and it would be better without me in it. And hello.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, David. Round of applause for the Cracked Bell, everyone. And next we have yourself, Rose, playing Audacity.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's
hello,
it.
hi.
That's perfect. That's
I'm
spot
Rose.
on.
I play the pink tiefling twink with the big gun. And a goblin servant called Bonk, whom almost died twice
Oh my God,
during the first
yeah.
session.
Beautiful. Hopefully there won't be any more dying of one, but we'll see. That is spot on. Thank you very much, Rose. Round of applause for Rose and Audacity, everyone.
Let's go.
Going now to Lurio, played by Juanjo.
Hello, yes, I am Juanjo. I am actually not part of this stream. I'm an illusion of your tired brain because you haven't been hydrating yourself enough. Drink water. He's an elven rock star of sorts that's trying to make himself known, but it's hiding a terrible secret that we might find out. Ooh.
Whoa!
This is gonna keep going on for like 10 episodes. It's like there's still a secret. Any second now. Thank you very much, Juanjo. A round of applause for the rock star and Juanjo. Patema, you are playing Knives for Hands Jones. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, I'm Patema. I'm playing Knives for Hands Jones, who has knives for hands.
What?
What?
I think there might have been a bit of confusion as to what context these knives took on it's just her entire like hands have been removed and replaced with swords. It's not like an Edward Scissorhands thing or anything. She's just got 2 swords for hands.
But she got knife for hands.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, the name flows better, you know,
Yeah, 100%.
than swords for arms, Jones. There's just a little backstory there.
Thank you, Fatima. And then a final round of applause for Fatima. Thank you very much. So, we also have one other member who will be joining us possibly next week. We have Jade playing Drip, but more on Drip in later episodes. My name is Gabriel Galway. I'm the DM. I tell the story. I put all the other nasty, wonderful, and crazy things in front of the characters. And these heroes or anti-heroes or whatever they become react to all of those things. And I play all the other characters like Fredericks. And I'll play the bank. So, as I was saying, last we left off, you lot had all leapt off a massive waterfall, the Caterpillar Falls, went through a ring. Well, most of you managed to get your way through a golden ring of butterflies and safely land through the water. Fortunately, Fredericks wasn't so lucky, and Bonk was a little unfortunate as well. Bonk just missed the target slightly. So you managed to resuscitate Bonk, and unwillingly, Audacity handed over a vial given to her by the Mother Doe, one of the gods of this world, that can revive one person, and you give it to the starting NPC to bring him back. And now Fredericks, with no real memory of dying, is now leading you on a little rowing boat across this massive lake to Tavenlock, a nearby town. So we'll jump straight into the game, I guess, if everyone's ready. And I'll put on some lovely music. Here we go. You can't hear it, unfortunately, but the people watching can. So Fredericks just clambers into the rowing boat. It starts bobbing back and forth as he's trying to steady himself, and he weighs down it so the front of it kind of flies upwards. He's like, right, okay, all aboard the Tavenlock Express.
I'm gonna lumber into the boat and just shake it a lot accidentally. Excuse me, sorry.
So with the 2 giant members of the group already in the boat, there is still a small little amount of space in here, but it already looks pretty full.
Can Knives for Hands Jones climb in?
Oh, 100%. Knives for Hands Jones can squash themselves in there as well.
They're kind of small.
Yeah.
Between these 2 giant men.
Me and Elowin are quite small. Can we fit
Yeah, we can try to cram you in there as well.
Because Elowin can't swim. Also, Gabe, I will be playing Elowin today.
Okay,
so.
perfect. Good to know. Like, I genuinely don't know how many people can fit in this boat, so we can say Elowin can just sit on your lap. I'm actually
sorry, what was I thinking? I'm gonna hop out of the boat and just grab the edge.
Oh no!
I will get us to the other shore.
Oh, my lord. Okay. Wait, what did I call you? I didn't call you the right name. What is Luhurio?
You just made up a name.
I did. What the fuck is this?
Luhurio will approach and like refusing to even like touch the water. He will be like, Fredericks, can you be a deer and carry me into the boat?
Sure thing, little one. And he just kind of picks you up by your tiny little waist with his one massive hand and lifts you up and sits you down in front of him.
Like a room. There you go.
Nice and cozy. And he kind of like pulls you back and snuggles you in as he starts prepping, like he starts pulling up the oars. Are you coming? Audacity, was it? Don't actually know if you gave your name.
I suppose.
Wow. If I must.
Yeah, I'll make my way. I'll ask Bonk to help me.
Bonk immediately
Give me a hand.
leaps into the water, kind of face front, and kind of turns his head up. He's like, "You may step on me."
Yeah, I do so. I just
Step on him, step into the boat, and Bonk absolutely soaked now and barely conscious as well because they had just like fallen 100 feet into the water. Kind of very exhausted, clambers into the boat, just squashing in there somehow. And this wonderful mass of individuals now continues. Oh, holy crap! I'm amazed.
Oh my god!
Hold on, let me actually see if I can fit the boat into this group without swallowing Meki like that. Oh, there we go.
Frederick's fell.
Frederick, get in! Alright, okay, so Fredericks and the crack bell kind of pushing the boat, you start heading across the... No, Fredericks. Bad Fredericks. You start heading across the water. And as you do, what is everyone's passive perception? Oops. Just out of curiosity, just
Yeah.
whatever.
Why are you asking that? I wonder.
8.
8? Wow! Oh, of course.
Both.
I've an 11.
Oh, 9. Never mind.
Both mine and Elowin are 13.
Oh, that's nice.
Same for the Julio.
Okay. What is Audacity's?
hang on a moment. My files are
Oh, okay.
Oh no. I think it's quite low. It's like 12.
Yeah, no problem. Who else have we missed here? We've got, oh wow, Bonks is 9, okay. Fredericks is, oh, he's not bad. He's got a 13 as well. Cool. What is that? Did you get Audacities there at all, those?
Just like two more seconds, maybe.
Sure, yeah, no problem.
I'm pretty sure it's like 12.
Okay.
Can't be any more than that.
Well, with the 13s anyway. Hop in whenever you do have that, no problem. But going across this this lake, kind of rowing ahead, Meki, Elowin. No, Elowin wouldn't. Elowin is blind.
I'm blind.
Thank you for reminding me. Frederick's kind of in the back, you can't really see, but yourself, Meki and Lujurio, you see a figure far off in the distance, about, we'll say, maybe you're at this stage, it's about 50 feet away from you. You see this tall, scrawny, dark-haired man in a long, dark trench coat that's kind of ripped and dirty, has just a pair of simple black pants on and no shoes, and is just kind of standing in this muddy, grimy, grassy island, and is tweaking and fiddling with this massive metal device that's sparking electricity here and there, and he seems to be trying to fix it or figure it out or turn it on, and he's playing around with a bunch of buttons. And you also notice there's a glass screen in front of him, this sheet of glass which he's pressing like kind of all these glyphs and lights on, and while doing so he seems to be dancing somewhat. Over his ears he has these two little orange soft circular objects on his ears that kind of are connected to this metal strap. He's wearing headphones. And they seem to be kind of dancing.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not gonna go do a whole bong thing like the hairdryer, the magic, whatever. It's in joke. But yeah, they seem to be kind of dancing. You got it. Okay, cool. So this character seems to be kind of dancing, fiddling with these things, pressing all these glyphs, and just kind of humming away to themselves. Just
You've made Titus a magical DJ.
Yeah. And as they do, as you kind of approach a little bit closer, you see now this massive flash of light as this huge ball of energy forms in the center of the machine, it begins to spark and crackle, and he stands back, puts his hands in the jacket pockets, and has a happy little smile on his face. And as he steps back away from this thing, not taking any notice of you lot approaching, you watch as from this ball of light, a strange hooded figure approaches. And this is just how they look. This is them visually. I have a smaller version of this. I don't know why I put the massive one up first. But you watch as this character, covered in blue runes all over their face, one of their hands completely black and also covered in the same blue runes, in tattered armor and robes, and completely white skin covered in holes all over, steps out of this portal, and one of their eyes has this purple mist radiating from it. They step out, but currently with the sound of the waterfall and everything else, you can't quite make out what kind of conversation they're having, but they kind of turn to each other, and you watch as this figure begins to move closer to this taken aback individual with black hair. What are the rest of you doing currently in the boat?
Paddling.
Paddling. Totally.
I think I got confused what a town is.
So,
Is this Tavenlock?
oh no, we're gonna keep going right across the river, other side, straight all the way, as the crow flies. We should be there in about 5 minutes, maybe a minute. It depends on how strong these arms can keep up with the...
Fredericks, dear, are those your friends? Looks like
Ooh.
pointing to
Who is that?
Kind of looking over all of you, kind of crowd into the boat. It's like, I have no idea. I rolled a natural 1. I don't know. I can't really see from here. There's a lot of mist. And, no clue. I'm sure, I don't know.
They don't look the friendliest.
No.
Maybe we shouldn't get too close?
Roger that, Captain. And he starts veering the boat kind of off to the side, slightly kind of avoiding the crowd. And as you are starting to get a little bit closer, this character walks over to the figure in black and just places their hands on the temples of this character. Digs their fingers into their temple, and as they do, where the fingers sink in, this white light begins to glow from their fingertips. And then they unplug their fingers, and this character in black collapses to the ground.
Should we help them?
Yeah,
What's
let's get the
what's
fuck
going
out of here.
on?
Can I use my divine sense, Gabriel?
Yes, you can. And as you do, you can sense just pure evil coming from this thing.
And I start to shout that, evil! Evil! And I point towards it. Heinous, godly, ungodly, evil! Bellowing.
You can, as you're bellowing this as well, the figure in pure white looks towards you, and you watch as they vanish from sight. But just before that, you start to pick up on a little bit of conversation. Actually, you know what? Both Meki and Luhorio, can you both give me perception checks? As you are
Sure thing.
Perception. That is a 16.
16, okay.
15 for me.
15, okay. So Meki, you kind of pick up on bits and bobs of this Luhorio, but Meki, you kind of pick up on the majority of it. As this character has stepped out from the portal, they're kind of looking around for a while, and you've noticed Titus is kind of just questioning this person, like, not, shouldn't be saying names. This character in black is quizzingly looking at this person, just saying, and, who might you be? That's not his voice, but whatever. And who might you be, mate? What are you doing in this realm? And the character kind of ignoring the figure in black, kind of looks around and eventually turns to them. And you catch, amongst the waterfall and everything else, you hear them saying, "Where is the Watcher?" The character in black also looks a bit confused, steps back and says, "I haven't seen them in years. Haven't been around for quite some time." And with that, the figure sticks his fingers in this figure in dark blacks. Oh my god, why am I saying figure? the character that's just stepped through the portal sticks their fingers in the other man's temples. His eyes go white for a second and then pulls his fingers out, and that character collapses to the ground, and at this moment then turns to look at you lot.
I'm going to relay that message back, just kind of looking back, tilting the tip of his hat up so he can see them all a bit better. Like, don't really know what's happening, but I heard something about a watcher. It's a watcher.
What are you talking? That man just killed another man. Let's get the fuck out of here.
The knives for hands stick or knives for hands over the edge of the boat and use them as paddles to like help them move the boat a little bit faster.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're moving it forward instead of like towards the island. I assume you're actually.
Yeah. We want to get away from.
Okay, perfect. So you're paddling really fast, and noticing this as well, Fredericks is also picking up the pace. Like, oh my, oh murder, oh cold murder, and keeps paddling. Also, the cracked bell at this stage, you're picking up. So this character that just stepped through the portal absolutely reeks of pure evil. You can sense a little bit of evil coming from this second character in black, but it's completely overshadowed by this other character. There is something deep and dark within the character that's just collapsed. But as for this other mysterious character, they're just absolutely diabolical. And it's almost hard to breathe because it's so intoxicating. And as you're continuing to paddle, this character looks at you, nods, and you watch as the air around it begins to shimmer, solidifies, and then cracks, breaks, and they're no longer there. And you continue paddling. Meki, can you give me a history check, please?
History, sure can do. Oop. That was a nat 20, baby!
Oh shit! So,
We about to learn.
You know the Watchers. You know the Watchers to be guardians of each realm of the Vale. So, in Gostar, there are 6 realms, and each realm has a particular guardian that keeps the balance between nature, the natural world, the political world, and the magical world. And they are there to keep balance between them all. The Watcher of the Vale is Athena, and she has been missing for about 5 years at this stage. They went off on some sort of quest and haven't returned since, and there's been no Watcher of the Vale.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you know. Yeah, so you know they're incredibly powerful beings that look after everything. And since they've left, everything has gone completely crazy. One of the Fey Lords was recently killed. Lilith, who ruled over this place, and this character that you now recognize as Titus has taken over the Vale, who is now unconscious on the ground. And since he has taken over, things have been a bit nuts. We're going to chaos.
Okay, he's gonna have a moment where the clocks are turning in his head and he's just going, that's the and he'll just kind of faff about a bit. He's like, he's just kind of looking at everyone, just going like, do you get what I'm saying?
You know him. You know that guy.
Not personally, but that's Titus. It's Titus. Oh no.
I'm presently drowning, like half drowning from paddling with a bell on my head. So I can't say much, but you know, paddle.
Anyone who wants to can make a history check as well to see how much they know. If anyone would like to.
I'll make a history check. Oh wow! I got a -1 again. I got an 18.
18. You've heard of Titus, and you've heard of all of the Fey Lords. There's a Fey Lord for each realm, but you'd be more familiar with the one who rules your realm, you're familiar with Abel, who is the opposite of Titus. The what's it called? Limbo, where you're from, is absolutely flourishing. It's thriving at the moment. And currently the what's his name? Abel is pushing back more and more of this tide of mind flayers who are taking over the place. That's what you know. So you lot continue rowing to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm guessing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, taking all this in, eventually mist starts to settle and clouds your vision. You can no longer see the island as you eventually come to the other side of the forest. And eventually hop out of the boat. And now there's this lovely wide path running up through the forest that leads away deeper and deeper into the woods. I don't actually have a map for that, so... Wait, no, actually I do. You know what? I'm just going to use this one for now. And I'm going to say that you continue now up through the forest for 10-15 minutes. As you do, you can hear the sounds of like saws and everything else, like cutting wood off in the distance to the far right as you're walking through this woods. You can see now just a little ways off into the woods, there's a bunch of construction workers, and they seem to be building this incredibly large building. And guiding the process of this is a lady in this long dark cloak covered in stars, and she has antlers protruding from her head, similar to the mother doe. And she's just like, yeah, come on, bring it in, come on, over to the left. No, that's way too low, take it out, put it back. And she's just giving all these orders, like bossing people around. And you see a few of the construction workers just like give you a nod. They all seem to be coming just a little ways up the path, where you can now start to hear the sounds of townsfolk and of more murmurings up ahead.
Sorry, were they cutting down trees?
They seem to be bringing a lot of lumber from like up the path in the direction you're traveling to. They seem to be bringing a lot of lumber from there. A lot of planks that have already been cut, and they are cutting all this wood that they already have. They're not cutting trees themselves, but they're cutting up logs and planks and things like that.
Okay. He's just gonna do like, you know, when you sort of point two fingers at your own eyes and then you point them at the others, like, I hope you replant those trees you cut down.
As you say that as well, this character in the robes kind of turns to you. You see one of their ears just twitch, almost like an animal, like a wild animal, and they turn to you and they give you a smile. God. And they bring up their hands, they raise them up, and a bunch of trees now grow up in front of you and then block everything from view.
Oh my god. He's just gonna sort of shrink in on himself a bit, like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So taking all that in as well. Continuing on, unless there's anything else you'd want to do. You follow this small stream up towards Tavenlock. And we'll actually move Frederick's out of the way there. From over here. Just get him out of the way. And so, you arrive in the town of Tavenlock, just crossing over the bridge over this little stream. And here it is, just to give you the full picture. Ignore what's going on here at the moment, for now. But taking it all in, there's a plethora of different houses all up to the north side of this town. It seems to be actual housing for people. Just at the center of the town, there's a large town hall. Up from that as well, there seems to be some sort of blacksmiths where you can hear the sounds of hammer on metal, fixing horseshoes and the like. To the right of that, there seems to be a tavern, and there's this very large figure, this massive muscle that's missing like chunks of flesh, and bits of its flesh are actually falling off as it's arguing with another figure inside this tavern. Down south from the town hall, you can see there's a marketplace here where people are selling fish, veg, and meats, and also seem to be selling herbs of sorts. There's a small
church by the looks of it. Just here. This is it. And then at the very south there's a bunch of farmlands. You can hear pigs and other animals squealing away, and there seems to be a few other shops here and there scattered around. But as you do come into the town, what catches your attention, there's two main conversations going on. There is conversation going on with a dwarf and an old turtle carrying a staff. They seem to be murmuring about something, making some sort of bargain, but it's totally drowned out by the roaring that's going on to the other end of town. Where you hear this character inside the bar saying, Nah, fucking mate. You fucking, there's nothing against you being fucking undead or whatever. We've got the two boys in the back. They fucking have a brewski each, but nah, mate. Nah, listen, Fiver and Hugh, and you, Fiver and Dane, we've no problem with them. We've no problem with undead. But you're fucking huge, mate. You're not gonna fit in the fucking door. You're gonna break a bar still in a few seconds if you're sitting here. And you just hear this other character now like, does anyone speak orc?
Motar.
Nope.
No.
Wait, did you say the crack bell does?
No,
not I.
certainly
Okay,
not.
so, no. This character is just roaring an orc at this barman, just like, and they're really frustrated. And as they're flailing their massive arms around, like bits of flesh are like splattering all over the ground. It's like, listen, mate, that's fucking. There's no need to bring my wife into this. All right, I'm being perfectly reasonable here. And so we go to you now.
Is this a town? Is this Tavenlock?
Yes, dear, this is a town. See the houses? There's many houses. That's a town.
Okay, where do we get the cookies?
Well, for that, Lucurio will walk over to Audacity and be like, you mentioned that you wanted to make money in this town. Now I would like you to tell me how, because we can maybe work together and take money from these fools.
I kind of look at Lulu up and down for a moment. Well, normally I would say yes, but I'm not sure I trust you too much.
Okay, have it your way. I will attempt to just burst in and start a show, see what the feeling is, see what they like. I was gonna let you use the distraction to maybe rob them, but I don't know. What's your deal? I don't know. What's your poison? So whatever, he'll just walk to the middle of the town and start to get a feeling for how the vibe is.
Okay, cool. Give me, roll for a vibe check. Give me an insight check.
Ooh, that is actually a 21.
Yeah.
Shit. And for the sake of this, can you give me a charisma check just for you coming into this
Sure.
town and radiating your presence? Let's see how you come across to everyone.
Sure. Oh, that's not as good. That's at 16.
16. Okay, so as you kind of start strutting into the town, you take everything in. You can see these two individuals. You now see the character, this massive man, just arguing with this kind of rotting ogre-like figure. They don't seem to pay you too much attention. The old turtle up above you kind of gives you a nod and gives you a little happy, peaceful smile, and just keeps nodding as you pass by, and then resumes this conversation with this dwarf who's kind of hammering away, continuing their conversation. And then you do come to the center of town. A few things you notice as well. There's these large drag marks all the way through the town, as if something's been broken down and just dragged out of the town. And taking everything in, you can see a lot of people look quite weary and defeated, selling their crops to people who pass here and there. But as soon as you do come in, you kind of bring a little bit of joy and spark to their eyes as they kind of perk themselves up, straighten up their backs, and start shouting out a little louder, like, fish for sale, fresh fish for sale, would you like some fish for sale? And another little small gnome lady hops up onto her countertop of the green canvas thing here. Is like, oh, hello there. How are you doing? Welcome to our town. Would you like any fresh herbs or anything like that? We've got plenty. If you want, very beautiful man there. Are you an adventurer?
That I am, yes.
Oh
I
my
come from
goodness!
far.
And she goes like beet red and like shrinks into herself and starts like bouncing on the spot. Oh Jesus! You probably want some healing items or something like that if you're one of those brave adventurers. Jeez.
The hoodie will just like give a nod, and he's just generally just walking around, seeing if people is like too religious for his style.
You're taking it all in, and as you do glance over towards the church off to the side there, you see a green tiefling coming out with long wooden horns. They look wooden, and they're covered in moss, and bits of ivory kind of fall from their tartan clothes. They've got very basic clothes, and there's bits of ivy kind of growing on them and tangled around them. They carry a large, gnarled wooden staff, also wrapped in ivy. They have bright green eyes, and they give you like a peaceful nod, like in a smile. They seem really, really chill and calm, and they also have, you notice, long wisps of kind of green mass. They kind of just look like green roots growing from their chin. Just give you like a happy, peaceful nod and sit down on the steps, and then they pull out a bit of cloth and unwrap what looks like a sandwich and just start munching on it.
Alright. I mean, as Lucurio is like walking around, I wouldn't want to do too much. What's the rest? What's the rest doing to this? Is anyone
so
following?
you're strutting around and people are like freaking out. What are the rest of you all doing?
I'm gonna approach Audacity as well and say you can trust me even though I have knives for hands and I look immediately non-trustworthy. I'm very trustworthy, very loyal. Do you have some of this gold? We use the gold to get the cookies, yes.
You do seem better than the elf.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh my god.
You can see me holding my hand on my little coin purse. It's just not making a move to take it out or anything, just holding it there.
I'm gonna make sure that Elwyn has her hood up and she's holding my hand, and we're gonna go for a walk.
Oh, okay, perfect. So bring Elwyn.
Not straying too far from the main group, though.
Sure. Okay. So you kind of take it all in, and give me just a general perception check as you do come into the
town. Perception. That is 17.
Okay, so 17. So you're looking around as well. You kind of take in most of the information that Luhurio has just taken in. You can see there's a few people kind of coming out from their houses, and they just give little waves as you come into the town. It's a whole mixed crew that lives in this town. You can just see a family of halflings as well, just in the top house here. One of the kids come out and they have this little wooden plane that they're just... Wait, planes don't exist. Why am I... They have a wooden boat that they come out holding, and they're just kind of like... And they give like a wave and then very nervously run back into the house, really excited.
I will wave back at them. Hi!
They kind of peep out from the door again, and they look really excited, and they give another wave. And their mom kind of tucks them back in behind them and gives a peaceful little wave and closes the door.
Oh, that's cute. So cute.
As for... Is there anything else you'd like to be doing? You're just kind of taking it all in?
Yeah, just taking it in. If I hear about the lady with the herbs, I'd be quite interested to go over and take a look.
As you do kind of come into the center of the town as well, and this lady she's talking to Luhurio at the moment. She's like, oh my god, another two! Oh Jesus! Hello! Oh my gosh! Oh, this is great! Hi, how's it going? Would you like any herbs?
Oh, you have herbs?
I do.
What kind?
So you get a
He'll just sort of run over with Elwyn as well and have a look at what she's got.
Oh my god, you know herbs. You know actually. Oh my god, you actually know about herbs. You know we have Oh gosh, okay. So we have like lots of basic herbs, you know, for cooking and all that. But are you an adventurer like the gentleman over there?
I guess kind of.
Oh jeez.
Do you deal any healing herbs?
I do! She like hops off from the desk and kind of runs out into the back door of this other house that's kind of just behind her. It's like, just stay right there! And she kind of opens the door, doesn't close it behind her, and she kind of like leaps over the counter and goes in another back door, like there's another back room. And as the door swings open for a second, you can see there's a small little greenhouse behind this house that she's kind of going in. And she calls back in, wait, how many do you want? I just bring them all, actually, and we're fucking fine.
Oh my god.
And eventually runs back over, like hops onto the counter again, and she's got this big clay pot just stuffed to the gills with, you would recognize them as green leaf, which is basically this leaf that's the main ingredient for healing potions. And she kind of pops them up on the top, and she's like, just so we've sorry, I've been, you know, started up growing a few of these since in the latest edition of Adventurers Weekly, they were talking about these, and I was like, jeez, if adventurers come by, I have to have some healing herbs. So I've got quite a few here. There's about like 40 here. I don't know if that's how much money you got or whatever, but you can have some anyway if you want. If you want just one for free, you can have that. And she just waves the leaf in front of you.
Oh, that's really generous. Can I see how are they good quality?
Give me a nature check.
Please? Nature check, okay. Nature. That was a 19.
19. You can tell that there's a lot of love and care put into these leaves. They look like they've just recently been picked, just like in that second she went to the back and plucked them all. And just stuffed them into the pot. But typically these leaves have a tendency to really dry out and kind of like turn into these dry, crispy things that you actually apply water to kind of bring them back and activate the healing medicine. But these leaves that she's showing you are really juicy, and almost like to pinch it with your thumb, you can get like an imprint that bounces back. You haven't seen anything quite like these kind of leaves. She seems to be... There seems to be something else at work here than just simply growing them. There's a lot of love and care put into these.
Meki's gonna just fill them between the leaves between his fingers, just kind of nodding like, "Wow, these are really good. What'd you do to these? Oh my goodness!"
She's going like beet red now, and she can't even make eye contact with you, and she's like, "Because I like flowers and plants and all that. They're just really nice." Just like, you know, I guess I talk to them a lot, maybe. Maybe they like the chats.
Oh yeah, no, I play music to my plants too.
Oh my god!
I talk to them sometimes. Same. How much for some of these?
For you, like they'd be like, I'd say like I give them to. Typically they're like 5 gold, but I just give them to for a gold a piece. Like that's no problem.
Take it. I'll take it, please. Thank you. I'll take it.
How many? All of them? Like
say one gold piece worth.
Oh, sure. She just hands you a leaf. do you want
expensive? Yeah, they are expensive. But it's fine. It's worth it. These are good shit. Just the good.
Look, we will kind of approach and just whisper, She's overcharging a lot. She's ripping you off.
I don't think so, because these are really, really good.
Oh, children.
I'm not a child, though.
Innocence. He walks away.
Where are you heading? What direction are you going?
He's actually gonna make himself, like he's gonna walk towards whatever point where the most people can see him. Okay. Like the center, if there's any sort of center
we can see
monument or something. Or something.
You can actually give me an investigation check.
Surely. 13.
13. You can tell like this is the town center. A lot of people can see this from every point. And looking around, you also notice there looks like there's like kind of rubble and a bit of like a stone slab at the center, just in front of this town, and you can see like the feet of what looks like the remains of a statue are left there, and that seems to be the focal point of this town where everyone can see you, and you can stand up on that, and you have a nice bit of height above everything else. You kind of look around, and now more people are kind of peeping out of their houses, and as you do look around, you see one figure down here in this green shack. This kind of has this all the paint is flaking away from it, has this dusty old window, very grimy, but you see this figure with this pale, sickly pale, rubbery face looking at you with these hollowed out eyes, and you blink and it's gone.
Okay, he will try to not pay much attention to that as he climbs on top of whatever he can climb onto, maybe the statue, and he will try to like wave a little bit, make himself visible, and he will shout, "Beautiful people of Tavenlock, you've been blessed today by the radiant presence of the beast in black. You need to worry about your problems no longer. As for today, if you dare to give in, your boring, miserable routines will be replaced with song, dance, and pleasure."
Give me a performance check.
He will. I mean, after that, he will throw his that little device he has in the air, and he will start playing music. If the checks, that's a natural 20.
Oh shit! Okay, so as you do, you throw this orb into the air, and you just start to hear this. Since the air itself starts to pulse with music, everyone starts to, the hammering stops as the dwarf looks up, kind of wipes his face and gets rid of his kind of mitts that he's wearing. The old turtle kind of makes its way over to you, just like bobbing his head to the beat, like, "Oh yeah, this is more like it. Be right back, girl." "Oh yeah, baby." And in the bar as well, this guy is now like, "Oh listen, fucking, I'll bring a fucking beer out to you, right? You can sit out here, right? Enjoy the fucking tunes, and listen, fucking, no feelings, just fuck off for a second, man. Alright." The ogre is just like, it's like, listen, fucking, you can forget about the wife comment, it's fine. Yeah, we're good. The ogre is like, and begins to make its way over and sits on the grass in front of you. If you load, we'll see.
The song he will play, by the way, it's titled "From Hell with Love."
Oh my god, I'm gonna see if I can find some music for that. In the meantime, everyone else up here, is there anything you lot are doing?
I suppose we'll head on into the town as well.
Okay.
Follow if everyone's in agreement.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I'm gonna try to find some heavy metal stuff here. In my plethora of free music that I can play. Hold on, what's this? I don't know. Okay, I'll just put on this for now. This is some battle music, that'll work. Okay, so the rest of you heading over there. So we get what does Bonk, Fredericks, and Nice Hands and the Crack Bell. Start making your way over here. And as you do start kind of make your way into the town, you can now see Lucurio is beginning to play a bunch of music from this strange device that he has. You can see this giant ogre kind of sits down, and as it sits down and like the ground shakes for a second, a bunch of rotten flesh also falls onto the ground around. And now you can see also the lady now who's been selling you plants and herbs has gone completely silent as she brings her hands up to her mouth, just like just so fanning herself, like, oh my god, he also plays music, oh my god. Start playing some amazing music as the ogre now kind of looks like clicking his fingers. Oh yeah. You see a bunch of these yes, yeah.
I was just gonna say.
No, cut me off at any point. I'm just gonna keep going otherwise.
Audacity is very intently watching Lufurio, but completely ignoring the irony of the situation, stroking their fur coat. That's very tacky.
Jeez. Bonk then also kind of looking up at you, who was kind of bobbing his head a little bit, is like, Just starts waving his hands and turns away from the music. Tacky. Rolls his eyes. As this is going on, the performance is taking place. You then see this giant of a man walk out as well. Where is he? This guy, I'm just going to shrink him down now that you've seen the artwork for him. He's actually not that massive. He's now kind of hands a giant that just rolls a barrel over to the ogre, kind of cracks the top of it with a crowbar, and kind of joins the rest of you, and he says, what the fuck is up, mate? Welcome to the fucking town, Dave and Look.
Hello, we are here for cookies.
That's a fucking shame and a half, mate. The fucking chef of this fucking town just got kidnapped a couple of days ago.
Oh no.
Goes by the name of Mario. He's a nice chip. And unfortunately, no watches about, no adventurers about. Haven't been able to hire anyone to get him back. Old Grill over there is kind of fucking up the walls, making shit for Titus and his weird fucking shenanigans over there. And of course, we've got to keep old tiefling lady in check here to keep the goblins at bay. They stole the fucking statue too.
And the gods wept, for there were no more heroes left.
Oh, my friend, the tiefling lady here, she is an adventurer. She has a big gun.
Oh, fucking Christ, you want one of those fucking guns? Let's fucking say. He kind of sniffs, walks over to you, folds his arms. Let's see your unit, mate. Any response there? She kind of, hello.
Power move. Power move stare.
Fucking me, mate. Fucking cold hard killer. Holy shit. Fucking anyway. Fortunately, can't hear you, Rose. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just my.
Oh, you are actually saying cool. Okay, cool. That's insane. That is a power move. Jesus Christ. It's like backs up a little bit and kind of shudders, like, oh fuck. Alright. So this
Big PP energy.
This fucking tiefling over here, you can fucking fucking get rid of the fucking pricks who stole the cookie maker, man.
Yes, we let's go get the cookie man.
There's a bounty going around for getting the cookie man back. His wife Peachy, she's been real concerned. She's put up a bounty in the tavern. I can put word in that you're gonna go after if that's what you're looking for. Nice bit of gold in that one, huh?
Okay, and they stole your statue too.
Yeah. The fucking old Watcher's Avion commemoration statue. He took it right off its feet, swept him right off his fucking feet, mate, and fucking dragged it out of town. Yeah.
Okay, we would get all of this back for you.
Fair fucks to you, mate. That's fairly impressive. Fucking you got right talented bunch. You got a fucking gunslinger, fucking those knives you got for hands.
Yeah, yes I have. Yes, they're knives for hands.
Fucking too right.
I'll chop up the goblins.
Oh yeah.
Not you, Bonk.
Goblins. Bonk's just kind of standing there like a statue, kind of wide-eyed, like looks up at Audacity and kind of holds the gun. Alright.
Oh my god.
You got a fucking job then. And he heads inside, kind of pulls out the bounty and hands it over to you, looks at the knives for hands, and then turns back to the cold hard Audacity and gives her the bounty instead. Right. Fucking terrifying. Fucking pure. Give me an intimidation check for Audacity.
Yeah.
And intimidation check.
Yeah.
Oh well, oh, shit. Okay, that's a 9.
9. He's gonna roll an insight check. He's gonna be like, fucking. I don't know what the fuck I think of you, to be honest, but. Well, if you got a fucking big gun, I can't argue with you. I'll see you later. Oh, you, by the way. As soon as you kind of end the final song, he kind of gives you a nudge, Lugurio, and pulls out a coin purse and just slips it to you, and he's like, fucking help me out with this fucking cunt over here. He's giving me a bit of hassle. You really calmed the fucker down. I don't know how you knew he loved music, but she was mine.
Anytime, friend.
You know, free drinks on the house. You know, for the next week on you. You get free drinks if you help. Not a problem.
Being that when he's like finishing the song, he like kind of steps down from the podium and looks at Audacity and just nods and winks. Like, that's how it's done, bitch.
Oh my god.
I overly like dramatically roll my eyes.
You can see now as well these 2 skeletons that have come out to also join the thing, and that the guy mentioned were called Dane and Fiverr kind of come out as well, and they start shaking your hand, and they're like,
very, very good music. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That was fucking... Wow. You gotta be playing nightly. You know, you can make quite a few coin here. We were big fans of the old rock music. That was fucking... If I had a brain, it would be all over the place.
I didn't think I would be so popular with... Where are you from? What's...
If we tell you that, we'd have to kill you. Yeah. Oh, well. Safe travels. I'll be here later.
I'll see you at the tavern if you decide to join. You'll just leave it there and walk away.
Cool. So, is there anything else the rest of you would like to do in town?
Say like, oh, thank you for your time. By the way, good luck with your plants and stuff. And I'll just leave and carry on.
Good luck! They're already going on an adventure. Oh my god! I'd absolutely go with you if I wouldn't. If I could defend myself, but I'd be fucking killed outright in a few seconds.
Oh, actually, Mickey's gonna, when he turns around, he's just gonna go, oh, and he's gonna reach into his back pocket and go back to the lady, and he's actually gonna give his family's business card. Be like, the name's Meki Chrysanta. Here's my card for my family. We're a bunch of clerics. We could really use some really top quality herbs. And he'll just leave that with her and say goodbye.
She's kind of staring wide-eyed. Her jaw has dropped completely, and as you kind of walk away, you can just hear her lowly kind of mumbling to herself.
Give business cards.
They continue staring at it even as you leave the town. They're just frozen now in place, looking at this business card. Just give a little stroke with your thumb.
That's cute.
You see the old turtle as well kind of follow you out as he collects some supplies from the blacksmith and continues on in a different direction.
See you all later. Safe travels. Good luck. Lovely to meet you all. Wonderful individuals. Good kids.
Aww.
And yeah, cool. All right, you're heading off to the goblins. Actually, you can see as well that
No, go ahead.
No. You.
Lucurio will kind of look at everyone and be like, free drinks? Like he points to the tavern and kind of takes a step to it. It's like, a join or is this a goodbye?
Are we going for
You can
drinks?
see Audacity's eyes like light up.
I mustn't drink, but I will chaperone.
You will drink. I will be tremendously offended if you do not drink. Get in there.
I don't
Good
want
boy.
to offend anyone.
He'll need a straw, I think. Does the bell come off your head?
No, it does not. I have my own straw. Thank you.
Aww. Prepared.
Do you have a spare straw that I can use? I can't pick up the drinks.
I only have the one, I'm sorry. But you can have it, I need not drink.
Don't give her the straw. He says as he walks in.
Knives Her Hands will hesitate, but she will ultimately take the straw.
Okay.
In her mouth or something, I don't know.
Cool. Beautiful. It's a nice ranch.
Like a long neck cigarette.
Get a nice table in there as well. It's two skeleton boys.
Do we speak with the skeletons?
Yeah, you can. They could you can pull up a table, pull the two tables together, and you can snap it to their one that's like in the corner. And what's the name? The barman as well kind of comes along. He's like,
My name's fucking Beery, by the way.
and he's there kind of shuffling the tables together and organizing a big long table for all of you to sit at.
Beery the beer man. That's me. Funny fucking funny, isn't it, how that fucking works out? You know, I always wanted to be an architect, but then I got to a point in my fucking life where I looked in the mirror and I was like,
You have one eye.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a fucking barman.
You know, still one eye.
Yeah, you will. Oh, yeah.
So you couldn't be an architect. Bad depth perception, I guess, yeah?
Alright, Jesus Christ. Fucking not holding back on the feelings or whatever. Yeah, fucking, yeah. Sorry. Nah, it's fucking, it's fine. It's fine. Funny story how I lost it though. If you're ever curious.
Just spits in the glass and continues polishing it. And I assume the rest of you are heading inside.
Yes.
Okay, clamber you all. It's just like the boat situation all over again.
Tiny tavern.
The crack cab is just like the designated driver.
I'll actually ask where you all want to sit. I'm just kind of putting you in there. Is there anywhere in particular you want to sit, or beside anyone? Is there any power moves anyone wants to make here?
Lujuria was actually gonna stand next to, not stand, sit next to Mickey, be like, kind of ask more about what he knew about Titus. Like when there's enough people talking,
sure,
that they can hear.
Cool. So we'll put you that side. We'll say Fredericks will just kind of sit at the bar on his stool, just kind of barely kind of balancing himself. It looks like it's really wedging itself up his ass right now. He's really struggling with it.
He stands up and the stool is no longer there.
Yeah. Say Elowin kind of just sits there at the end. Where will I put Audacity?
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll pop Audacity just there.
On top of the table.
Reclining on the table. Does the crack bell want to squash in anywhere beside anyone in particular?
Are there any stained glass windows?
There is, actually. There is a stained glass window at the front of the bar.
I'd like to seemingly stare out the stained glass window.
Oh my god. As you are looking at it as well, there is it seems to be a depiction of Beery, and he's got a cat, like a ginger cat, under his arm, and he's holding this sword up in the air, and he's got his head, like his a foot on top of an anvil.
I can't see it.
The rest of you can. Oh my god.
I don't get it.
How do you know there was a stained glass window there? I fucking whatever.
It's dappled light. I can see dappled light and color. I just want to experience the beauty of this world. And I weep a little.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the fuck am I getting you all?
Ew.
Oh god.
So, child, this person that we saw, that you knew, the one that died, or the other one, I actually don't know which one you meant. What was that all about?
First off,
Do you think it's worth mentioning here? Should we ask around, or because I'm happy just taking money. I'm actually happy here, but yeah.
Well, first of all, my name is Meki, not child. I am an adult. Second,
But you're
small, but
he's like what's that in feet? 6'5"?
oh god, Meki's only like 5'6".
He just sees Meki like associated with another child, and he's like, yeah, children.
Well, the guy in black was actually Tidus, and Tidus is a Fey Lord. He's kind of taken over the Veil, if I'm honest. He's not really seen as a good guy. It's probably good that we left him, actually. He's kind of, as he's saying that, he's kind of covering Elowin's ears because he knows that she would want to help him. She's like, Meki, I can hear. He's like, no, we should have left him.
Do you think people would be happy if we told them that he died?
We don't know if he died.
But he
was just there.
The guy dug his... I guess you're right. He just dug his fingers into the other guy's side. I didn't really see. I just saw murder.
Yeah, I saw the fingers going in the head, and then he fell to the floor, but I didn't actually see if he died.
Lujuria will just kind of ponder to himself. He's like absorbed in this. Like, this is our big names, and I saw them die. I could profit somehow. I could be good.
I mean, I think it would take a lot more to kill a Feylord than sticking the fingers inside his head.
Okay, all right, fine. And another topic, would you like? What do you people drink? Milk? Should I get you milk?
I guess milk for Elowin. For me, beer is fine. Thank you.
Oh, God, they grow up so fast. You will like try to get them both drinks.
Okay.
Thank you. So kind.
Counter there.
Fucking, we don't do fucking milk here, man. It's fucking heaven. It's fucking liquor or nothing. Fucking beer. Occasionally. Fucking milk, man. Fucking beersy, man.
Yeah. You run a tavern. It's your job. Just give me a thing.
And he goes under the counter and just pulls out like a glass and starts pouring like this white liquid into the glass. It's like, it's fucking...
Oh, God.
It's fine, it's fucking... No one's on my house, obviously.
Good. I didn't have anything planned before, but besides this, you will give the milk, I guess. You will stare at the cracked bell and admire his beauty.
In that moment as well, you turn to him. The sun is now kind of starting to rise fully, and it's peering through the stained glass window, and it's reflecting all over his muscular body. And in that moment, it's just he's this figure of pure elegance and beauty.
Good.
About the rest of you.
I mean, I guess you will sit down, look at everyone, and be like, "Okay, I don't know you all. I don't even know your names. My name is Luis, and it's nice to know you all. We've seen some shit together. I don't know where I am, so you guys are the only people I know. Would be nice to stay together, I guess. But what would you guys like to do?"
My name is Knives for Hans Jones.
That is a long name. I dig it though. I like it.
in knives for hands because I have knives for hands.
No. What more secret do you hold?
Oh my god.
See, the skeletons also turn to you at this stage, and they're like,
That's so cool. Hello.
and they do like a rock symbol with their fingers and wiggle it.
I'll give them the same. Yeah.
See, one of them turn to the other one and say,
Hey Dane, we should probably try to swap out these hands for swords. That'd be so dope.
start moving
I love the pop. I love the pop.
And with that, it just pulls off its hand and chucks it onto the ground, and then tries to fit, tries to find a way to attach the sword to its wrist, and like tucks the sword under its armpit, and now starts pulling a bit of cloth from its pocket, like its trouser pocket, and just starts wrapping the sword around its hand.
It's gonna be fucking dope.
Look, Jones, you have fans. How does it feel?
What do you mean?
They like you. They want to be like you. That's good. That's what an artist wants.
Oh, okay. I want everyone to have knives for hands.
What about spoons for hands? How about everyone had spoons and then everyone could cook food? That would be really good.
That sounds good.
Oh, yes.
After waiting way too long,
Yeah.
like after it being said ages ago, without looking over, I say, I agree. I think we should stay together.
There we go.
It's like Internet Explorer.
He's swaying a little bit as well. You can kind of like, if you look at him long enough, you can see that he's kind of like unsteady.
Is he drunk?
You can see Bonk as well at this stage. She's kind of like sitting underneath the table and just gives Audacity a tug on her jacket, and she says, kind of like looks up and looks at the others, gives a shrug, like trying to indicate like, what are we doing?
I give Bonk a very long look and then just shrug in the head.
Bonk kind of raises his hand then, like from underneath the table. You see a little blue gnarled hand come up. Keeps doing this grabby hands now, trying to get people's attention.
I look over.
My name is Bonk.
Nice to meet you, Bonk.
To meet you, little thing.
And it pulls out like the gnarled stick that it has before and just whacks what's it called, its chair, freaking Elwyn. Just starts whacking the chair.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh god. She's probably just gonna go and just grab onto Meki a bit more, kind of not really looking in the general direction of the sound.
I grab Bonk by the collar. Bonk! Stop! Behave!
It's a big like smile on its face.
I am Bonk. Donor, I am Bonk.
I look at Elwyn. My apologies. Bonk isn't the brightest goblin out there. It doesn't mean any harm by it. It's just a little bit dumb.
That's okay. I'm Elwyn. He'll just kind of look around and give like a small wave to whoever. Can't see. Meki will also introduce himself. Just kind of hands on his thighs, just giving him a little slap, like, "Hi, I'm Meki. Nice to meet you. Yeah, this is Elwyn. We're just traveling together. If you don't mind, I think we'll stick with you guys until we think we're closer to home."
Sounds like a plan. And you, big guy? Bellboy?
and he just doesn't respond. Like he just he doesn't get it. He doesn't know you're talking to him.
And he's just like, he will pick up a spoon and throw it to the dog.
Just clangs against her.
He lets out a brief screech.
Bell boy.
The ringing. What's happening? Is the sky falling? What is going on?
No, we're asking for your name.
They simply... I do not deserve a name. After what I've done, they simply call me wherever I go, the Cracked Bell.
I can give you a name. How about we call you Belfurhead?
Ace name calling.
You can call me whatever you please, little one.
Okay.
I think we were brought together for a reason, though I know not why, and I fear it may be for nefarious purposes, in which case we should all just die. But on the off chance that it is for the betterment of this world, then I think we should stick together.
What a man.
Will you help us get the Cookie Man then?
If they are in fact monsters, and not just another innocent creature led to slaughter, then yes, I will help.
Can Ignite perhaps look at Luhurio and just be like,
Does that mean he will help?
I think so. I think he will actually do whatever it is we tell him to do. Be good to him, okay? He's nice.
Oh my god.
You see now the two skeletons as well. One of them with the long fringe to the side has now kind of managed to tie a sword onto its wrist and says,
My name is Fiber, and this is my compatriot Dane.
Dave?
Dane. My name is Dane. I am really good at killing.
Ah, wonderful. Luhurio would stand up and like go to the bar again. Because he will smile. He'll be like, oh, nice.
What the fuck is on that? More rounds, I guess. What the fuck is
He will lean in over the bar and be like, does the name Titus ring any bells for you?
I fucking said Titus earlier, I believe. Yeah, fucking Titus is fucking banging the hole. Fucking took over Vale. Fucking all these fucking skellies and undead freaking pricks into my fucking heaven. Don't say it to the ogre, but I fucking hate the undead. But
What if I told you that we saw him maybe die?
it's fucking possible, mate. He's the fucking undead prince of the underworld. But
Heavily hurt then.
out of curiosity,
Who would think would know more about what to do?
Fuck me, mate. I'll just roll the dice and see if yeah, that'll probably be the Watcher who you want to contact in terms of stuff like that. But unfortunately, wonderful Fina hasn't been seen in fucking 7 years.
That's a long time. They might be dead.
They might be. There's a lot of fucking rumours about what's happened to her, where she went. She went mad when her old hubby died. But who knows where she is these days? Places in fucking shit, mate. That's all I can say. And if Titus is gone, good riddance, I say. Maybe these fucking boneheads will start making their way back to their own fucking country.
Ooh, racism. Okay, he will go away.
Oh my god.
But fucking if Titus is dead like you say, who's the lucky prick who've managed to give him the final blow?
A white-robed man
Oh,
with a
fucking
with a
racist.
black hand.
You fucking white. You fucking gone straight off the bat. That's your first describing word. Fuck you, man. Thought you were better men. I'm fucking pissing on you, man.
Don't. This is serious issues. Alright? He was just purposely be like mess with him. He's like, no more jokes. Now tell me, how do I reach this watcher?
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing to you. Hold on a second. That is a 13.
13. He kind of looks around and he says,
I don't know how you could fucking contact them, but I know where they typically live. No one's ever really been able to find the tower since they've gone missing, but it used to be. It used to be right up at the top end of the Vale. From here, I'd say you're talking at least 200 miles off. Up way north where the Six Realms meet. Don't know if you're familiar with Lilith. Just a little ways up past her tower across the empty plains. That's kind of the general direction you're heading.
Makes sense. Also, do you have accommodation somewhere in Tabor
Yeah,
Park?
fucking upstairs we've got a few tasty beds haven't been used in a while. Obviously the fucking skeletons are my key, my biggest customers. They don't sleep or eat really. They don't really drink either, but they like to pretend. But yeah, 3 rooms. Got about 5 of them upstairs.
Wonderful. I assume they will be cleaned, right? Okay, good. Thank you. And he will go back to the table.
Fucking cheek off this one. Yep. Okay, is anyone else want any more drinks, or you happy out just chatting?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, fine.
We're fine.
so continue on there. Is there anything else you want to just continue in the bar, or are you happy? You're happy just chatting away?
Yeah, what are people's feelings?
Still staring at the window. Still staring.
Eventually, as well, you come you sense the body of something much larger that blocks out the light from the window.
The light is gone. I say to no one in particular, regardless of anyone hears or not.
And the rest of you would see this massive silhouette now just kind of standing right outside the window. And a hand just kind of smacks on the window and just like, I can't make a squeaky sound. My table's not making a squeaky sound, but it makes a squeaky sound as it goes down the front of the window. Hold up.
I raise my hand to the glass, and I use my divine sense.
Okay.
God, is that you?
There is just darkness beyond your hand as you make contact with this window. There is evil mixed with like confusion. Give me an insight check actually with this one.
Evil. Okay. One moment. Terribly sorry. Insight.
That's a 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, you get a lot of evil from this thing, and it's like pressing against the glass, and you start to hear little cracks begin to spiral from the pressure of the hand.
I raise my mace with my other hand, and I throw it through the window.
As soon as you start raising the mace, you hear Beery just like, "Oh fucking no, man, that's my masterpiece!" And you just launch the mace through the window. Give me an attack roll.
I don't think I have proficiency with throwing a mace, so one moment. Where's my dice going? Dun, 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 dun. That's a 10.
That's enough to hit it.
What?
as this thing just lodges itself right in the eye. There's a sickly squish as it just squashes into the back of this thing's head. Roll
Friends,
damage.
allies, saviors of the light, there is an enemy upon us. Something evil. Something heinous. And I turn around and I sense the skeletons and I go, "There's skeletons in here? Walking skeleton?"
If you took the bell off your head, you'd see better. You would have seen this.
And I speak over Knives, just exclaiming more about these skeletons, kind of looking frazzled and, well, scared isn't quite the word, but more like frantic. Mobilize quickly, but lest they take us down to their evil realms.
Oh my god. How much damage did you do to this thing, actually?
Oh, right, I'll tell you now.
Jesus.
Let us see. Oh, wrong character. 1 moment. I did 9 points of damage, bludgeoning.
Okay, cool. So, as you throw this mace through the window, the whole thing shatters and lodges itself into this thing's eye. And as you're saying all this about the skeletons are like,
We have names, we just gave you them.
and you then, as you're saying all this, the rest of you could watch as the giant ogre unlodges the mace from its eye socket and just swings towards the cracked bell.
Oh God.
And that is a 16 to hit.
Ooh, it meets it, it beats. Oh wait, does my bell give me...
Oh, gives you +2.
Oh, nice. Okay, no, then it doesn't hit.
Okay, so you just get a twang like the side of your head as this thing like smashes against it. And I'll get everyone to roll initiative, please.
Roll to my knees.
Oh shit!
Ah, shit! Here we go again. All right, so starting with Meki, what did you get?
1 sec. It's
Oh, yeah, sure. Take your time.
my proficiency is +2. Okay, so I got a 13.
13 for Meki. All right, and did you get anything for Elwyn? Have you got Elwyn's by any chance?
I've got. I've just got her sheet here.
Yeah, no worries.
She got a 9.
A 9 for Elwyn.
Yeah.
The cracked bell. What did you get?
7.
7. Okay. Audacity.
17.
17. Okie dokie dokie. And I'll go for Bonk. 12 for Bonk. Lujurio, what did you get?
17.
Sorry, Louis, or whatever you said. Yeah. Nice Rans Jones.
I got 14.
14. Okay. And Fredericks. That's an 8. Okay, so starting things off, what's Audacity's dexterity and what's Lucurio's dexterity score?
16.
16.
14, she beats it.
Okay, so first is Audacity. What would you like to do, if anything?
Honestly, just going to take a few steps back and just see how the situation.
Okay, cool. We can say you can step back up against what's his name, who's now kind of just squashed against the wall, like standing up on his legs as well. Frederick is also backed up against the wall, but he's kind of being propped back by the stool that's like wedged between his butt cheeks, so he can't press himself all the way back against the wall. But it's a tight space, but you can definitely move back and get some space. Cool. Do you want to ready anything, or are you happy as you are?
I'll take out my gun just in case, but.
Okay. Cool. No problem. Lujorio, would you like to do anything in particular?
Yeah, he will throw a dagger at the thing, but he will stay back.
Sure. Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Sure thing. 17 plus 4, that's 21.
21 hits.
That is 5 5 points of damage.
5 points, okay.
And he will give bardic inspiration to the cracked bell.
What are you saying?
You get him, tiger!
Perfect. All right. Going then to Knives for Hands Jones. What would you like to do?
Can she run forward and dive over Bonk and the cracked bell with her knives for hands and attack the ogre?
Yeah, Knives for Hands.
Hell
Hardcore.
yeah.
This is actually, each one of these squares is meant to be 10 foot technically, but it's fine.
Well, I could still do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I'm just saying, like, just everyone's very squashed together, but it's actually, there would be a lot more space in here. So yeah, absolutely. Give me an attack roll for a nice roll.
Oh, that's a 7.
That unfortunately just misses. That's the thing now. Brings back the mace and just parries one of your knives for hands.
Can I do an offhand attack then as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, and that one was a 21.
21 hits. Roll for the damage.
And that is 6 points of damage.
6 points. Cool. So as you bring your sword up and you just jab it into its gut, it kind of pulls away, and your sword is just covered in slime and gunk, and a little bit of rotten flesh just falls off its body. You happy where you are? You want to move anywhere?
No, I'll stay there.
Okay. So we now have Meki. Would Meki like to do anything?
Hello. I would like to cast Mage Hand on the orc.
Okay.
Hold in there.
You gonna try to hold him with Mage Hand?
Yes.
Okay.
I can.
Give me an Arcana check.
Kinda, okay.
Yeah.
Pokey boss. That is a 22.
22. And
I rolled.
it's a 20. Okay, yeah, you managed. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, with the mage hand, you launch it forwards and you just grab it by the neck, and it kind of sinks into the soft flesh. But the thing is now just like it's got this hand with its fingers sinking into the neck of this soft rotten flesh, and it's just it's trying to grab at the hand, but its hand phases through the hand itself, and it's just yes, let's say it's currently grappled.
Hey.
Cool.
Tee.
Anything else?
you.
Are you happy where you are?
Murder.
I'm just gonna put Elowen behind me, like between me and Lahuyo.
Okay. Perfect. So so now Bonk's turn. So Bonk kind of looks at Audacity, kind of like a little impatient, has its Bonk stick already out, and it's like, me, order, me, Bonk, Bonk, Bonk.
Why do you want to fight the orc?
Friends are fighting orcs, so maybe I help.
Go ahead.
Okay. Look at me! And it just runs around and is going to make it's a 2. Okay. They just, you kind of hear him run outside and you hear damn it. That is Bonk's turn. Fortunately he didn't really make any impact on the creature, so probably doesn't notice him at all.
There's about to be bunks too.
Elowen, it's your turn. Or what would you like? Would Elowen like to do anything, do you think? Or?
1 second, let me just check her spells really quickly. Sorry, it's just taking a second. Let me just see what she's got. I think she'll probably stay as is.
Okay.
She might ready herself if anyone gets hurt. That's it.
Okay, cool. No worries. Alright, and now we have Frederick's. Oh, I'm just going to, okay. Oh, this is very uncomfortable. He's going to pull the stool out of his ass cheeks and start waddling. Excuse me, that's right. Right, get over here. Hello, little fellow. How are you getting on out here? This guy causing some trouble, I say. And he's just going to walk his way around and just... It's actually a lot of movement, but whatever, it's fine. Going to stand up and just have his hands on his hips and say, "Listen here, buddy, we don't want any trouble. We can't be hurting people now and smashing them and all that. So stop." An intimidation check or persuasion check? Roll a 4. So the creature just looks at him, just... looks very frustrated more than anything. Okay.
Oh dear.
The cracked bell, what would you like to
Very
do?
eloquent.
The cracked bell points towards him and he just says, "Your evil reviles me. It is the one thing I am certain to be true in this world, and you must be vanquished." And he'll attempt to take his maul and whack him.
Okay, give me a contested strength check.
Sure.
Does he get advantage if he's grappled?
We can say you can have advantage, yeah.
Oh, that's lucky because I got an 8. Better. It's a 12.
Perfect. It rolled a 3 plus 4, so it got 7. So with the hand kind of pushing it back, it can't quite. It's focused on the hand, and it's now kind of is a looser hand. As you pull away the maul, it kind of almost allows you to take it from it, as it kind of reaches up with the second hand, trying to pull the other hand away from its throat, and you can attack.
I will kill you swiftly, for to do otherwise would be cruel. And
Its eyes widen.
that's a 10.
10
Wait,
hits.
that's the
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Nice.
Yeah. I think you can roll again with it.
Okie dokie.
I'll double check if that's how the grapple thing works. I don't know if it does. No, it's just a 0. No, so it's just a straight attack. But yeah, 10 hits.
Okay, that's 10 points of damage.
Okay, as you like splash across its face, like its whole cheek opens up and gore just sprays on the walls.
When he doesn't die, I sort of kind of take a step back, and gasp, and I lose some of my certainty.
Oh no!
Maybe I've made a mistake.
Just holds its cheek now, looking really hurt and upset. And it kind of looks towards Carl and starts just shouting at Carl like,
So yeah, fucking shouldn't be picking fights with these bitches. They're gonna fucking tear you up. They're actually gonna be heading out over to get back old Mario. Actually, yeah. This one also right here, the silent, mysterious one has a fucking gun, so you better fucking leg it, mate. They're gonna fucking fuck you up if you stick around here.
The ogre's just like, and then he's gonna start running away.
Oh no!
And he's just gonna start tearing up. So, does anyone want to take an opportunity attack on it as it runs away?
Yeah.
Okay.
You made them all cry.
I got a 21.
That hits.
No, sorry, an unnatural 20.
Okay, that hits. It has 8 armor.
Oh my god!
And I got 9 points of damage.
Damn. Okay. All right. So you just kind of like slice up from it, like its leg as it's running away, and a bunch more like kind of maggots and sinew just collapses onto the ground. Oh no! Starts limping away. Does the correct bell want to take an opportunity attack?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
The silence says it all.
Bonk is going to attempt to make an opportunity attack. Bonk hits it, and Bonk does 3 damage. Looks up to Frederick
Amazing.
for approval. And this thing's just going to start limping away. And then it's gone. Alright. You see the skeletons now kind of finish off their beers, and the beer just kind of trickles through their bones.
That was interesting. I think that's me off my drink.
Sorry about your window. Oh, we'll go get the cookie man now.
Fucking right, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a family heirloom. No worries. It's fine.
And he's now kind of making his way past the bar and now picking up all the individual pieces. Good luck with Maria and all that. And yes, I've travelled, so you want to head like just northeast of here, and eventually you'll come to follow another river, and that'll lead you to their cave. You'll know it because there's a bunch of green, nasty smog coming from the pits outside their cave.
Yeah, seeing we've kind of messed up, Lujuria will stand up and be like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we should get going. Let's go, guys." Make his way out.
Okay.
Oh, he will take the bag he gave me, like the gold he gave me. How much did he give me, like roughly?
Inside there's 10 gold pieces.
He'll give him 4 back for the troubles.
Sure.
And then we'll go.
Ah, jeez. Yeah, right. Let's take this to like a Minder's or something like that. It'll be Rise Rhine, hopefully. Alright, see ya! And so they follow you already. Will I start dragging you guys out?
I'm going to stand perfectly still, like a million miles away, until somebody drags me out of my reverie. 'Cause I'm just like, what am I
doing?
The boy. Meki and Elwyn will kind of take a hand each and just like, come on, let's go.
He shudders.
Elwyn's gonna be like, come on.
The blind in the blind. I love it.
I do like that. And he wordlessly follows without question.
So cute.
Imagine the difference in size of hands. That's what's getting
Oh
me.
my god, yeah, it's a massive hand. You're just grabbing a finger.
Yeah, literally.
Beautiful. So actually, what guides you most of the way as well, before you even get to the river, is just the drag marks through all the grass and forest itself. You just manage to follow that where this massive statue is being dragged through, and eventually, after a couple of hours of travel, bear with me. Yeah. So you finally come to this massive mountain. Well, it's not massive. It's like a large hill, rocky hill that you eventually come to. Kind of following this river along. This river flows into the rock itself, creating a little cave, and continues. What's everyone's? Does anyone have dark vision? And how much dark vision do you have?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I have none.
I have it, but I forgot about the range.
What's audacities?
I wonder what the range is. It's like 60 feet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have dark vision.
Okay. So if you have 60 feet, you'd be able to see a little further actually. So I'll just edit that. Oh, no. So.
Yeah, 60 feet for me, yes.
4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. That's about it. So. You can. The majority of you who have dark vision. Ha 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 ha. Majority of you can see that this river continues and eventually spreads out into a large pool of water at the back. You also see the pits that were talked about, and being a little closer to them now, you see these bubbling, oozing, dark pits of mud, and inside each of them you can just see these little goblin heads bobbing up and down, and they seem to be rotting away, and they just are emitting this large green smog cloud of just nastiness.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Simply disgusting.
Agreed.
Is there? Does it seem that we could go around this, or like, does this really seem like it's the better path.
Give me a perception check.
Absolutely. Oh, that's bad one. That's 9.
Looking around, you just see this massive hill in front of you. This seems to be the only opening that goes into the cave. That's where the water is kind of buried through over time.
All right, then Julio will step forward and be like, "All right, Fredericks, lead the way."
Oh, sure. And you see Fredericks bring his scarf over his face and hold his breath. Oh, foul stuff, foul stuff. And with that, it's a 2 for Fredericks, and you watch as Fredericks, wading through the water, slips and continues way down into the cave. Just, whoa! Flies down and sinks down below the water. And he's gonna take some damage. You hear like a and all these bubbles rise up to the top. As Fredericks comes back and he's just scrambling, splashing around in the water. Oh no! Don't, careful, mind your feet, he keeps sinking. I don't think Fredericks can swim, and he sinks down again. So, just for the sake of this, I might get everyone to roll initiative just because.
Oh god.
Sure.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'll put Fredericks at a 0, so I'll just put him at the bottom. Okay, wait.
This guy really doesn't deal well with water, does he?
No, he's not a good swimmer. So, let me just bear with me. Okay. So, starting with Meki, what did you get?
Got a 16.
16 for Mickey. And did you get, do you have Elowen's?
Yeah, she got a 6.
Okie dokie. 6 for him. The correct bell.
He has a 3.
Audacity, what did he get?
22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright. Heck yeah.
Damn.
You got all the initiative.
I am dex space.
So am I, and I got a 5.
Oh. We've got then Lujorio. What did you get?
7.
7. Beautiful. Wonderful.
Sad 7.
Sad 7.
Alright. Audacity, being the first to react to anything, what would you like to do?
Well, shit. I'll once again just ready my gun, but I stand back and see what others do first. Why do you always roll first initiative? I don't want to.
That's fair.
What do we last?
Okie dokie. Cool. So we'll go then to Meki with your 16. Oh no. Yeah, Meki with your 16.
Kind of panics a bit, like kind of looking around, like getting a bit confused, and also smelling that smell, like he's also not sure what to do because he doesn't want to leave Halloween. He's just gonna be flapping about again, like, oh, what should we do anything?
If you like as well, to make it easier, you can take your turn at the same. You and Elwyn can have your turns at the same time.
Oh yes, please. Yeah. Even still,
yeah,
we're not going in.
No worries, that's totally fair. Cool. So Bonk is just kind of like, with their last experience with water, is actually just gonna kind of start whistling just, and kind of slip behind Audacity a little bit. It's Bonk's turn. It continues drowning at the back. Okay, we then got Lujorio.
He will walk up to the cracked bell and just say, listen, Bellboy, I think there is evil inside the cave in front of us. We must go and vanquish it, but there's an obstacle here. I'm gonna need you to pick the child up. Because I think if it drowned it would be bad, I'm not sure. But pick it up, carry it over the fart cloud, don't breathe. And be very careful where you step. And follow.
Wordlessly
Okay?
nods, and you're not sure if it's because he's holding his breath or because he's still kind of snapped into this reverie.
One. Good. Alright. Lucuria will just shrug and be like, fine, guess I will have to do it myself. He'll take his...
he picks up the kid. He totally picks up
Oh, right,
the
okay,
kid.
yeah, sure. We can say that.
I misunderstood you.
Yeah,
I
you're kind of
misunderstood
not technically in combat now either, so yeah, you can totally go over and you can pick up Elwyn.
Whoa. He's kind of tugging on the other arm. Where are you going with Elwyn?
We're going into the cave. The safe, nice cave.
Yeah, you were still grabbing my hand, so I'll just like hoist Elwyn up onto my shoulder and keep the arm up and wrap around the kid to keep him safe.
Meki's gonna hold on to the crack belt's arm, like, I'm not leaving.
I'm not going anywhere without either of you, he says.
Thank you!
In silence. You lead, and I will follow.
Okay, I'll do that. And he'll hold his hand and pull him in.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, he follows, no problem.
Alright, so as you, I assume you're all in your breath, so as you do move past the fog cloud, I'm going to have to get you all to make dexterity saving throws, please. As the floor here is incredibly slippy and covered like in a thick layer of moss that's just absolutely saturated.
Okay, does Elwyn have to roll if she's on
No.
Belle's shoulders?
Not at
No,
all.
okay, so just Meki, okay.
That's a 15 from me.
15, okay.
That's an 18 from me.
18, so the pair of you are pretty solid. You continue wading down through this thing. It's only up to your kind of, up to your thighs maybe, and you continue wading down up to Meki's thighs, maybe a little higher.
Okay.
And eventually you come to the end of this path where you actually, with your passive perception, you can see that it kind of goes off over a little bit of a lip, and now you can see this large plunge pool where Frederick's is splashing out, bubbling, spitting out water, and as he sinks down, he winces again in pain, trying to grab something to brace himself.
Can't ask Mage Hand to help him up, can I?
We can say with your mage hand you can assist him. You can roll with advantage, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to assist him, please.
Okay. He fails both, unfortunately. As you're trying to pull him down, he's kind of now sinking more. He sinks down again into the water, and you hear now. You see now the water. Actually, no, you wouldn't, because it's kind of pitch black down here. You can kind of just make him out, the silhouette of him as he sinks down. He shrieks out in pain again as he bobs under the water, to bring himself back up. He keeps sinking down, coming back up. He's now trying to swim, trying to bring himself back up, but he's struggling. He's got like,
Meki's gonna tug on the cracked belt's hand, like, we gotta help him. He's drowning. What should we do? I can't. He's too big for me to pick out.
Who's drowning? Where? What's going on?
In front. 12 o'clock. And he'll kind of pull him closer.
He kind of counts, like, out loud under his breath for a second, and he goes, okay, and he nods, and then he moves forward.
Okay.
And he kind of, like, he lets go of your hand, and he just kind of tries to scoop whatever's in front of him.
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Sure. 16.
16. That should be enough. As you pull him back. Actually, as you are pulling him back, I'm going to get you to make one more dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure.
Because it is
14.
14. Both are good. So you're just this solid unit as you reach down, start waving around, but then you do slap the wet, soggy, hairy hand of the bugbear, and with that you manage to pull him back through the water. He's also splashing as well.
Frederick, you're so big.
Oh, that's why. His hand actually is a little bigger than your hand.
He's what?
His hand is just a little bit bigger than yours.
You're so big.
clambers up onto the thing, and you notice as well with the type of sight that you have his leg is trembling, and there's a massive hole in it. And it's
God.
You've got a wound, my friend.
Absolutely fine. Not a bother on me. Oh boy, I'm absolutely right, Rain.
No.
Can anyone help? He's injured.
I
He has a
can
wound.
help. And Elwyn will just tap the cracked bell's shoulders to kind of put her down.
Okay.
Meki will also help and kind of carry her instead, so she's not really in the water. And she will cast Cure Wounds.
So, how much does that heat with them by?
So that's okay.
It's a D8 plus
1d8. Yeah.
Wisdom, I think. And they also
That
added-
is
they're adding-
seven healing.
Okay, and they also add another 3 to it as well because they're healers. So
Yeah, that was with the +3 as well.
Oh, okay, cool. So that will bring them back up to full as the light glows, the pink light glows from Elwyn's hands, and you see the little flash of pink electricity. And as that does, as you kind of see all this more, you can see now there's this massive gash going up through the foot of, like going up through his gaita, through his socks, and also stabbing him in the shin slightly. And there's more than one hole here. They seem to have skewered themselves more than once, but all the wounds stitch closed, and now they just have blood-stained socks.
My God, that was marvelous. Absolutely wonderful. Very talented young lass.
Thank you. And she'll just kind of hide in Meki's shoulder, just kind of holding on to him whilst he's carrying her. Shy.
The rest of you.
Yoot!
What is Nicerhand's doing?
Dive into the cave.
Perfect. So you start running in.
Yeah, just belly slide right down.
Oh wow.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'll get everyone else to make a dexterity saving throw instead.
Yeah, I mean, Lujuria was supposed to like follow the cracked bell, but I guess I will roll anyways.
Apologies. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, you roll a dexterity save as you're kind of coming in behind. That's my bad.
No, that's okay.
So everyone except Nicerhand's Jones makes a dex save. So going with
13.
13. You're fine. Meki, what did you get?
15.
15. You managed to dash out of the way as Nicerhand's Jones come flying past, swords up front. And Elwyn is in your hands actually, so we'll say that you're fine.
Yeah, I'm carrying her. So.
Yeah. The cracked bell. What did you get?
Did I not already do this? What?
This is now the Nicerhand's Jones launching themselves down.
Okay. 8.
Okay. So Nicerhand's Jones was going to crash into you. Okay. Actually,
There's a horrible giant in the water.
So you don't get out of the way of it, but let's see if you move or Nicerhand's Jones move. So give me another dexterity saving throw.
Sure. 15.
Okay, so Nicerhand's Jones, you eventually just clatter into the cracked bell as he just doesn't move. He's just this immovable object as you come sliding down. Everyone's dashing out of the way, and then you tumble against his super strong, sturdy body.
Oh, what's the hold up?
Do I recognize that it's knives for hands?
Yeah, you I'd say
I'll pick up knives for hands and just stand her up. So many people to pick up today.
Actually, Lujuria, as this is all going on, an arrow flies in your direction. And
An owl.
An arrow.
Arrow.
Oh, I heard owl as well.
I heard owl as well.
I'm sorry, guys. Does the 10 hit you?
A 10. No.
So this arrow just kind of flies past as you're kind of walking down along here. This arrow, actually, you can mark it out, flies at you through the wall itself. and it comes from this little hole in the wall, just there. There's 2 little notches to indicate a hole in the wall. It just kind of flies just behind you, misses you completely, as Nice Round slides under it. And you would hear just this slight... Actually, would you hear anything? Yes, you would actually hear just a slight little...
Alright guys, we need to keep moving.
Audacity, where are you? What are you up to?
Probably peeking and seeing if I can see the rest of the party.
Yeah, you can see them all now huddled at the back. And the crack bell kind of picking up Nice Rounds who slid down, and everyone's now just huddled in this tight little narrow passage. What do you do? Anything in particular, or are you staying where you are?
Get your ass here, bitch.
I raise an eyebrow, but I do walk closer. I assume I didn't just notice the arrow at all. So I'm just
not from where you were, unfortunately. Wait, what's your passive perception, actually?
It's just checked is 13.
13. Okay. No, you would have seen it then. No, absolutely.
Oh.
You would have seen it fire across and then smash against the side.
Are you sure it's safe?
We're gonna need that big gun for protection. We cannot do it without you.
It's just a very dramatic sigh and start cautiously making my way.
Okay, so as you make your way into the water, I'll get you to make... make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 15.
15? Perfect. Yeah, you managed to get your footing in here and continue down. And as you do walk past this gap, another arrow fires, but I assume a 7 doesn't hit you.
No.
As this other little lame arrow just kind of fires out and kind of clatters to the floor. You hear now more voices coming from behind the wall. Let's see here. Where's the brush? There we go. Somewhere along here, there's another hole. Yeah. Somewhere there. Hold up. I think Luhoria is in the way of it, but it's fine. Just move you for a second. Nope. Oh, there's not. Huh. It's just from the same hole then. Cool. Yeah, same hole. Another arrow fires off, completely missing you. Bonk's also gonna come up behind you. Take a dex save. That's a natural 20. So Bonk just kind of slides past and kind of as if he's like on rollerblades and kind of fixes itself. Hello. This here, and he kind of like taps the hole. And this very typical goblin trap. Kind of sticks his finger in the hole. Hello, and pulls it out really quickly. Goblins in there.
Maybe we should put Bonk at the front. You know this kind of caves, right, Bonk?
I don't know this cave.
It's sort of caves.
Sort of? I sort of
Bonk
know
at the
caves.
front.
Okay. Wait, actually, no, give me a persuasion check, please. And Audacity,
Yeah, sure.
can you give me a charisma check?
Oh. Oh. Well then.
That is a 21 for me.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
11 for the charisma check.
Bonk now kind of looking up at you, kind of looks at Luhurio and is like, okay. Just goes, hops ahead. And he's going to take a perception check and he starts like slapping the wall. And he's like, and then eventually there's a, here. Excuse, move. And he kind of squashes you out of the way. Here, no real wall. Silly wall, not real.
Yeah.
I don't know why that went transparent. What the fuck?
I saw nothing.
Okay.
Because you use the transform tool, so
Yeah,
it makes it.
Wonderful. So he's kind of smacking this part of the wall, and he's just like, this fake wall, Teeny.
Oh look, there's the little arrow hole.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there. That's where it came from. Thank you.
Is this fake wall? Is this fake part of the wall like very big or?
Give me. Actually, now that he's pointing it out, you can see it's quite large. It's about 5 foot wide. And let me just double check. Actually, I'm trying to find the map again, so I can actually see what's behind this. Because I've already forgotten. So it's actually up past where Fredericks is. He starts slapping that space, and it's actually about 7 or 8 foot wide. This gap, and you can see it's kind of crumbly. And he kind of gives it a little push, and it budges slightly. He's like, "Ugh, I am small. And too weak."
Is there any like sort of hole? Is it just like the wall is unstable, or is there some sort of hole?
When he pushed it, it's almost like all these rocks have been stuck onto like a series, like some panel, and he was kind of pushing it forwards, but he can't push it far enough because it's made of rocks. But it looks like it can actually just be lifted upwards.
Well, boy.
Yes.
Can you get rid of this wall here? Like, I'll take his hand and put it to the wall. Like, this is not actually a wall. How would you take this out of the way?
You would actually see, you would notice, Greg Bell, that you can sense all this free space just beyond it.
Yes, you're right. This isn't a wall. There's something behind it, and it'll just like, without any like noticeable malice or any sense of violence, he'll just punch the wall.
Oh my god! You're going to say you said push. You gotta punch the wall. Okay, give me a strength check. Or you're an attack roll, unarmed attack.
Sure.
Righteous punch.
16.
Okay. Now I just gotta look.
Oh, sorry, 19.
Wow, I think that is gonna beat Stone's AC, but let me just double check. Yeah, you beat Stone's AC. Can you give me roll for the damage then, I guess, or how much damage?
Holy shit. I don't know. I think it's just 1 damage, isn't it? Because
it's just your strength.
Proficient with unarmed strike.
You just do your strength modifier. So is your strength modifier 1?
It's +3.
Okay, so 3. Okay. Okay, let me just check. How much health does Stone have?
Why did you fight it?
Well, out of character, I thought that it was like a panel.
A panel? Yeah, you could just push it open.
So with that, you kind of you just give it a punch. A bunch of the rocks kind of break away as you do punch it, and they crack and break and crumble. And the thing actually just swings open, and just slams up to the roof, and it locks and cracks into positions. It's kind of stuck there.
I rub my knuckles a little bit. There you go, Mr. Luhur.
Thank you, Bubba. You did very well.
You might see a slight blush if you have any good night vision.
And can see just under the helmet.
The hint of a smile.
Aww.
Okay.
Cute. Ooh.
Kind of just trying to figure out exactly how much of this I'm gonna review. Actually, I can make this a bit bigger. It's probably driving people insane. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That's about all you'd see. So, as you do kind of slam this open, hold up, boom. Oh, they're there. Oops.
Oh no.
You would see actually one of them, the two of them here, one of them is actually, would have been running over this way, and you're actually seeing them kind of leg it, like away from you, kind of looking backwards like, shit! And they're gonna just continue running past this massive pile of rot. You can just see now there's this heaps upon heaps of rotten flesh and bone and corpses, just all chopped into a massive pile. and there's loads of fungus and everything just growing around the place. And you can see this mist of spores in that entire room. And then peeping around the corner is a second goblin. And Patema, what time again do you have to finish up this week? Is this a good time to finish up?
I could go for like another half hour or so, but
well, for this part,
if
Same.
Okay. Is everyone else okay to continue playing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm about
Yeah.
the same time, about like
Perfect.
20 minutes, half an hour, yeah.
Okay, super. Well then, I'll get you all to roll initiative, please.
oh, that's better.
Oh wow.
So, Meki, what did you get?
19.
I forgot I got you all to roll initiative already. Fucking well done, Gabriel. Okay, Eloin, what did Eloin get?
Eloin got 15.
15. Okay, and the cracked bell. Did you get over 10?
14.
14! Holy shit. Nice one. Audacity, what did you get?
Natural 1, which becomes a 4.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, what's with all the high rolls
Nice.
now all of a sudden? Difficult. Bonk got an 8. Lucurio, what did you get?
I got a 9.
9. And Nice Rounds Jones?
I stole Audacity's initiative and I got an unnatural 20.
Oh, shit. Nice.
We swapped.
Yeah.
Okay, so, top of the round is Nice Rounds Jones.
Oh, nice. Can I jump forward into the little cave and stab the goblin that's peeking around?
You can, of course. So 1, 2, 3. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw as the floor opens up below you into a big pit?
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Oh shit! So you
Nice.
just kind of tap off the ground and immediately break into a roll, come around the corner, and go to attack this goblin, completely avoiding the
What?
thingy. So we need an attack roll. Put you there.
Oh, wow. I got a 24.
Shit! Nice.
Nice.
Cool. So yeah, roll for that.
And that's 7 points of damage.
Damn. Okay.
And I'll do
How
the
would you-
offhand as well.
Well, you don't have to. It's already dead.
Oh, there you go. Kill the goblin.
Super dead.
Super duper dead.
Super duper dead. What
Super duper
is drawing a thing?
Very musical.
There we go. So that is just here. Okay. So you spin around, slice through it. How do you kill this thing? Any particular way?
I'll just stab it in the middle of the face.
Jesus Christ. So as you stab this character right in the middle of the face, you just hear the other one looking back as well, absolutely terrified, like, Simon! No! Okay. So there's a massive, awful gash on this thing's face, and it drops dead.
God.
And we'll reveal just that room there that they're in. Just for you guys' sake. You can see now there's just this little tucked away room they're in. Okay, beautiful. And the other
Oh,
side-
they could see us coming.
Yeah, they were just peeping out, waiting for you lot, and yeah, there's a little wall then kind of blocking it all off. But...
Boy.
Okay. Seeing now the floor cave in, what does Fredericks want to do, Gabriel? I don't know. Actually, no, Meki. Sorry. What would Meki do?
Oh god. He's gonna put Eloin down on the ground, not the water. And he's gonna cast Firebolt
Oh, very nice.
at the other goblin.
Other goblin running away. Cool.
Yes.
Do an attack roll.
Yes. Spellcast more +5, that is 18.
That's gonna hit. Yeah, roll for damage.
Yes. Okay, that is 2. Where's my other D10? Oh, I've lost it. Never mind. Oh no, it's there. That is That is 6 points of damage.
Okay, so you watch as this thing's head completely catches fire. It's a bit of fancy art. His head is completely on fire and burning.
Oh god.
And as it's just like sort of running around, and as the flames continue and set fire to its little pajama set, and it starts like rolling on the ground, screaming, clawing at its face.
Mickey's just doing hot potato with the crystal game, like I'm sorry, I panicked, and that's it.
Oh, I'm still alive. Why?
Oh god.
Okay. Frederick's gonna shuffle around here. Oh, that's the goblin. Oops. Nope. Stay where you are, goblin. Fine. Frederick's is going to move in here. Where am I? There I am. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a leap of faith. Here we go. That'll do. Claps here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. Wow, brilliant. All and then as he approaches this room, you start to hear a growling up from the top corner of the room. Oh dear. Oh my. We go to Elwyn.
I know she doesn't have any like first level spells left. She can't really do anything.
That's fine. Is there any cantrips? Do they have like
I'm just looking. She has it's level 0, same as cantrips.
Yes, yeah,
or
it is.
They are okay because she has guidance, sacred flame, and spare of the dying.
Well, sacred flame is an attack if you want. It's like a firebolt, but like with holy fire instead.
Okay.
But you don't have to do anything, obviously. But just
I don't think she would do anything.
Yeah,
I think she'd probably be a bit bamboozled at the moment.
Yeah,
so
no problem at all.
she'll just stay.
Okay. And so, you now watch as Frederick enters the room, and this goblin is scrawling around, like rolling around, head on fire. The big pile of rot and mushrooms begins to move, and one very large, swollen goblin head rises from the mass, as does a second massive goblin head. No.
God.
Shit. As now these two engorged goblins with these massive blisters and boils and mushroom growing all up their back, their flesh is rotting, comes up and it's gonna now leap on top of Frederick's. Poor Frederick's, what the fuck? He's always in the line of fire.
He takes all our damage.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
And that does not hit him. Thankfully for Frederick's. As this now just kind of starts landing on top of him and just starts trying to pull him into the into all the rot, and it just starts pulling back. Just stay back! Oh my! Oh, you need a shower.
Yes. Can Meki properly see the fungus or not quite yet?
2, 3, 4. No, Meki wouldn't actually. I think Meki's got like 10 foot of blind sight.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
They would probably smell the kind of like something nasty inside there, like on like an arcane level. They're probably noticing that there is something troubled and dark and undescribable at the base of this cave.
Thank you.
No problem. So going on then from that, the cracked bell. What would you like to do?
I walk forward. There's like a pit or something.
Yeah, you'd sense it for sure.
Okay, I leap across the pit, and I kneel before the bleeding or on fire goblin.
Sure. On fire goblin. Okay.
Wait, which one is it? Oh, okay, right. So that's the one that's still alive, is it?
That's the one that's still alive. This one, yeah. Its head is just
yeah, I kneel and I try to like pat out the flame.
Okay.
And I kind of whisper down to it, bringing my face, well, the bell, very close, and I say, "I heard you mourn your friend.
There may be hope for you yet, though you may never make up for what you have done. You could get out of here alive and start a new life. I will guard your way. I will let no one hurt you, but you must change your ways. And I shake him by the shoulders.
Okay, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, cool. I'm not very good at them, I don't think. I'm not sure. Well, not bad. 18.
Okay. So as you hold up, we'll just get a replacement for the on fire head goblin. So we'll just use this guy instead. So as you kind of pat this thing dry, it's kind of like it's shaking and it's like ragdolling, just looking up at you. Completely scorched face, absolutely burnt, like all the skin is peeling and blistering, and it's just its eyes widen, a little tear trickles down its face.
I can change.
Just like puts its hands on your chest.
Oh my god.
I like point back towards the entrance and I say, "Do not harm him as he leaves. He is starting a new life." And that's all. Me.
Yes.
Oh, and then I turn after I turn and rise after kneeling, and I face the big calamities with my mace drawn and ready to go. You, on the other hand, have no hope.
And as this happens, this thing leaps up out from the fungus, like fungus flying into the air, collapsing on you, kind of landing and splatting on your bell hat, and comes down to smack you with its open hands. And that's an 11. So I assume that doesn't hit. Correct, Bell? David?
Oh, hi, sorry, it disconnected for a moment.
No worries. Does 11 hit you?
11 does not, no.
Okay, so it just kind of smacks you across the chest. It kind of hits you, but doesn't do any damage to you. You just kind of stand strong.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so...
Takes it on the chin like a champ.
And that would bring it to the little goblin's turn. So... It's like, thank you. I will remember you. And he just kisses your toes and starts running off. And it's going to take a leap. It's going to try to jump. Oh no, it's actually going to go this way. It's going to look at its brother, kind of crouch down, and close its eyes, and continue running. And squeeze its way through this little gap that you would see in those rounds. It just squishes through and disappears out into the morning.
Love the noise.
Okay, I'll have to take note that there's a character out there called Carl the Goblin. Okay, so many numbers here. So it's Lujurio. What would you like to do?
First and foremost, I am sorry I had to take a call during all of your turn, so I don't. What are these big things?
They've risen up from the fungus, and they are just these engorged goblins that are covered in blisters, and they are fit to pop. One of their eyes are swelling and oozing out all this goop. There's 2 goblins that have run away now. One's dead, one's run away. And there's also a roar further up in the cave.
And like did the crack bell take any damage?
Nope. The thing smacked it, but the cracked bell is totally unfazed.
Okay, the boy is safe. Good. Okay, the hoodie will step into the cave behind Knives for Hands Jones.
Okay, so there is a big pit as well, just there.
Oh, that's a pit. Is it like there's no way to go around it?
You can go like half speed just around it, so we can just get you there. That's fine. Yeah,
sure.
There's a bit of a gap where the goblins actually run around it, so fine.
He will give bardic inspiration to the boy. Just the and he will point at the blistering beast at the back.
Okay.
And I don't know how to insult. I'm actually not good at insulting. You are a big stinky.
Its head turns.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
That's just a vicious mockery.
Yeah, perfect.
Actually, fuck. No, can I rewind a
do
little
some
bit? I
nonsense
forgot I
later.
had one amazing spell.
Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna still point at the monster at the back, and I'm gonna cast Horny.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Yes.
You're gonna cast the what?
My most precious spell, Horny.
What the fuck?
Gate knows.
Oh yeah, we did this in beta quest.
Yeah. Okay. That is it's a wisdom save, right?
Yes. Let me actually check. Sorry, 1 second. I don't know my spells. I only know what they do. Yes, that is a wisdom save.
Okay, it got an 11.
That fails.
Okay. So, can you tell me what happens to this big hunky mass of bile? And
It is going to become so immensely horny that it cannot focus on anything else. It's gonna fall to the floor prone, his legs giving up to his lust.
with that, looking at you in all of your glory, just collapses, keels over, just holding its crotch, just. And that's it. It's just rolling around, and now it's just beginning to feel its body with its hands, and as it does, like the skin wrinkles and kind of breaks and falls away like kind of wet tissue paper, and just peels away, revealing muscle and sinew below as it begins to just feel itself up, feel its face, starts sticking its fingers in its ears, and just starts really molesting itself all over. And yeah, wonderful.
They always do the same.
Beautiful.
That is my turn.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid turn. Okay, so now we go to Bunk. Bunk is going to peek around the corner, see the dead goblin, see the massive goblins peek back, look at you, look at the gun, just kind of looks like it's kind of excited, like, ah, yes, you go. That's all its turn. It's not going to go in there head first at all. So then we go to. Oh, there's this character over here. So because you guys are in the dark area, actually, I've got to reveal some of this. Not bad. Boom. There we go. Just clear all this up so you can see all of that loveliness. Okay. So, you would notice two things as well. Luhorio and Nice Jones, you can kind of see this. Nice Jones, you can see this through a small little tunnel. There's this massive wolf-like creature, the one that you fought by the river that time, where its face peeled back, is now kind of prowling around the corner. And in the cell, in one of these cells that are like dug out into the stone, that have these bone bars, you see a man in dungarees in a red tunic and a white hat with a little red M on.
Mario, is that you?
Looking pretty beat up, pretty vile, one big swollen black eye, and the other eye is yellow and pussy, and it's kind of, he's just kind of sitting there slumped over, a bunch of bile coming out of its mouth.
Is there a unicorn in one of those cells?
There's not, no.
Okay,
It's
just
a
getting
goblin
some,
cave, yeah.
getting some flashbacks there.
So this thing crawls around the edge, and its face is going to peel off its face, revealing a skull below. And I'm going to get... actually, you're immune to this cracked bell. However, Fredericks, Luhorio, and Nice Jones, I'm going to get you all to make charisma saving throws.
Charisma. Oh, natural 20.
Oh, shit. Fredericks is unaffected as well. And what did Lucurio get?
14.
14, you all pass. This thing is not... All of you, actually, to be honest, the majority of you have all seen far worse in your lives. And you've already seen this act before, and it's just totally unphases you. And so instead it's just going to start charging towards you all. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right up to you, Lucurio. That's his turn. Okay, Audacity, it's your turn.
Okay, I suppose I'll move so that I have a clear line of sight to one of the bigger goblins.
You can see pretty much all of them now.
And I'll try to take a shot. Actually, I would like to use the... What was it? The burst.
Oh shit, nice. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just to remind me, what's the radius on that, or the area? Is it a 15-foot square?
I think so. Okay. So I suppose I could target like either both of the goblins or
I'll just draw it out here. And it's everyone in that burst because you're going to spray and pray. So you could get like these two. You could aim it like here. You could aim it.
I could do that so it doesn't really hit any of the party members.
Yeah, you can absolutely do. Do you want to hit the 2 goblins or 1 goblin and this nasty wolf thing?
Let's go with that. That's fine.
These ones? Okay, cool. So they all make... Is it dexterity saving throws?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so you just start...
Do I still make an attack roll, or do they just make...
I think instead of doing the attack roll, they just make dexterity saves.
Okay.
But I might be wrong. But I think that's how it works. So yeah, they're all... Roll as you just unload a massive amount of bullets into all of these creatures. The Crenshaw thing got a 19, unfortunately. The other creature, 4 minus 2, so it got 2. So the wolf thing manages to kind of bounce around the bullets, dodging around them, but then this thing just gets a whole bunch of bullets into its face. I think there's another ability, I'm not sure if there is or not, if you can add more damage, I might be wrong. I think it is just full damage to this thing. So that hits the big goblin. So if you give me the damage for that attack.
That would be 7 damage.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but some.
Counts. And so damage this one. Alright. So you watch as you just unload a bunch of these kind of laser shots, just as the creature kind of manages to dodge out most of the way of them. Actually, I think it still takes half damage. I might be wrong. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just making it. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe it doesn't. So it dodges most of those bullets, and then this other thing just gets riddled with laser bullets, and that kind of burn through its soft, rotten flesh and pops a bunch of these pimples all over it that burst around the place. And as it does, and the pimples land on the ground, you see like kind of burns away the floor. Any of the kind of lichen that's on the floor just burns away completely. And as you start loading it with the lasers, it starts to swell more and more as it becomes more infected with these wounds and begins to and the pimples start to grow as if they're going to pop. Okay. Anything else Audacity would like to do? You happy where you are?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, perfect. And so top of the round, I think. Yes. So Meki. Oh no, Nice Rounds Jones.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I will stab the wolf thing with no face.
Go for it.
I got 19.
That hits, absolutely. Go for it.
I got 4 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go for the offhand attack as well. And that got 21.
Yeah, that hits. Cool.
And that's another 4 damage.
Perfect. So you're just going to start slicing into its skull, just cracking into the bone. They break away, and you can now see beyond the skull there's just balls of fire. This big ball of fire burning inside the skull. Do you want to move anywhere? Are you happy where you are?
No, I'll stay there, I guess.
Okie dokie. So now turn to Jones. Meki, what would you like to do?
Sure. I'd like to move in just past Audacity if I can.
Okay, so just kind of here. Is that okay?
Yeah, with Elwyn as well.
Okay.
I would like to cast Firebolt again on the no face. Please. That's 16.
16 hits.
Hey, nice. Okay. Oh, that was that's 9 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. Holy crap. Yeah. This fireball kind of fires right in the eye socket of this creature, and now you watch as the flames kind of burst, and now the entire skull shatters. It's headless, but it's still standing. Just there's this ball of flame now under, like where the head once was.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
I'm staying where I am. It's safer over here.
Frederick's turn, time to shine, and he's gonna come along, and I'm going to smack this little wolf of nastiness with my bare fists. No, he has a weapon. He's like a
good weapon.
But that's a miss, unfortunately. That's a 3 I rolled. I suck. I am shit. That's his turn, and I'm just stay behind. I think these things are gonna blow. I'll try to block the blast somehow, and he shuffles himself slightly in front of you lot. That's the third, so we go to now. Elwyn. Does Elwyn want to do anything? Sorry, not Elwyn.
Isn't? Oh wait, no, she doesn't really. What's her? Sorry, let me just get her. She's got Scorching Ray, Guidance. What is Guidance?
So it's you can, when someone's doing an action. Is it a reaction to cast Guidance, or is it just a bonus action?
It's just concentration.
Okay, so basically, when you cast Guidance, you can give someone a D4 to any kind of roll, pretty much, that they make, like an ability check or an attack roll. I think attack roll. I might be wrong.
Okay. She will give guidance to the cracked bell.
Oh man, he's filled with all this kind of wonderful stuff. Perfect. So you get guidance, and you also have bardic inspiration, correct? And just before his turn, it's the nasty thing, and it's going to try to smack. Actually, you know what? It's now starting to grow bigger and bigger, 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 and it's just now going to pop. Actually, no, it's going to. Yes, it's going to pop. So, can the cracked bell? Hold up. Everyone 10 feet. Oh. Okay, so can the cracked bell, can Nitrans Jones, and can Lucurio all make me Constitution saving throws?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's an 8.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay.
That is a 9 for me.
Oh god. Okay. And what did Nitrans Jones get?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I had to. What was the roll? Sorry, I didn't hear my
saving throw.
Constitution. Oh my gosh, I got an 8.
Okay. So all of you, except for Fredericks, take 13 points of poison damage.
I'm down.
Oh my god.
I'm down.
As this thing absolutely bursts all over the place, but is no more. Just
wait, how long did our temporary hit points last that the mother doe gave us?
You still have them, actually. You still have the 10 temporary hit points.
Well, then I'm still up.
Okay. Okay. Luhurio, are you still
up? How much damage was it?
You took 14.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I'm wrong there. 13 points, and you had the 10 temporary hit points.
I'm down.
Damn. Okay.
How much health did you? Did you only have 3 points of health?
I had exactly 13 marked here with the temporary hit points. Was I wrong? I have 10 max health. How many temporary did
You
we
got
receive?
10 temporary.
We got 10. We got an extra 10
So you
from
should
the
be on
ring.
An extra
7.
10.
Yeah.
I couldn't have taken that much damage.
No, I don't think you did. So yeah, you should be on 7 HP now.
Sure.
Okay.
We got
So,
lucky.
however, you are all burned, and as this acid sinks into your skin, you're all currently poisoned. And your skin continues to burn away and ache. Black veins begin to spread all over your bodies. And also, wait, the Crenshaw actually. Ah, okay. All the flesh has melted off the Crenshaw as well. It's just a pile of bones. So this big wolfy thing is also dead. And it just collapses now into bones. Wonderful. It's now the Cracked Bell's turn.
Stand back, everyone, stand back. I will dispatch of this thing before it hurts another living soul.
I'll let out a yell that kind of echoes in the bell, and I will try and bring my maul down upon him.
Alright. Give me an attack roll.
It's a 19,
That hits. It's got 9 AC.
and that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shit, man.
Oh my god.
Nice. So as you cleave through, like, just it's like running a butter knife along really soft butter. As you bring your maul along it, it just scoops up a bunch of this rotten flesh, flicks it over to the side, cleaving a massive chunk into it. And now loads of these orange blisters begin to immediately form inside the wound and start to swell up as if this thing's gonna burst.
Gross.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No.
Can-
I want to like, after hitting it, I want to like try and like put myself between it and everyone else, if that's possible. Like interpose
Aw.
myself,
Sure.
sort of.
Are you
If there's
saying-
anything I can grab, like I don't know if there's any planks or anything about, but sort of to expand my mass.
Gotcha.
If there's anything like that.
I mean, you could scoop up some of the fungus or bones if you want, but probably is a dead corpse in there if you want to grab that. But it's up to yourself.
Sure, I'll grab the dead corpse by its head neck, and I'll use it to create a blanket of death
Oh my god.
around that area.
You're just
So,
stepping into the fungus, bring up this dead body, kind of spreading yourself out to try to block this thing. I assume you're staying in kind of combat with this thing, or do you want to move?
Oh yeah, I ain't moving out of it. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll scoop it up in a swift, well, not swift, but yeah.
Bring it up. It's like super light to you. You're just this massive hulking giant of a man. You bring it up, widen yourself, ready to stop this burst. And with that, it is going to explode. So I'll get you to make another Constitution check, and also Frederick's. Actually, no, he's going to roll with an advantage because you are trying to block it. So
Sure.
he got a natural 20 with that. Nice.
Lovely. I got a 20.
Nice. Okay, so with the body as well, you bring the corpse up in front, and this thing just burns away the entire corpse in your hands, but you are unscathed. As this thing as well, you just start swelling up. Just here we go. It's gone. Flies bits everywhere. Nice. With that, the coast is clear. You now see.
Is everyone okay?
Yes, thank you.
Very well done, Bellboy.
Big smile. Turn around.
You're all alive.
Aw.
It's cute.
Maybe this isn't such a bad day after all.
That goblin is dead.
And
It
his
kicks him
shoulders
into
noticeably
the cracks.
slump.
Collapses down. There's a little twitch from the body. And you're left now in the cave of rotting fungus, and this character crawls up to the bars. Oh, hello! Who are you? And he just vomits onto the floor. And we're gonna leave it there for this week. Woo! Well done, everyone. Nice.
Mario.
You saved Mario. None of you died. And,
Yahoo!
Yeah, Yahoo! Did you like my little touch with the mushrooms and Mario? And
Oh no.
That's fair.
Oh my god.
Ay, ay, ay.
Thank you everyone in the stream for
Thank
watching.
you.
Love you all and hope you can make it back here next Tuesday. Join our Discord and you're all great. And yes. Goodbye.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
eternal Oscar right now. You would notice that Bubbles does a thing where the sides of Bubbles' mouth kind of stretch to the sides and curl downwards and you can sense what Bubbles is thinking really, you think I'm good at this kind of stuff?
I was just gonna look at her. I was like, no, but I don't think I'm any better. You really want me to go up to that man? A girl like, oh, it's okay. She wasn't much of a loss. See, I can't.
Bubbles kind of points inside their mouth, and just you know what Bubbles is saying the whole time, and Bubbles is just trying to communicate. I can't even talk.
I think that's the benefit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Ghostly, I think this might be for you.
What's that then?
Go give Brian a hug.
Oh, Brian's upset because the accenters and bits on the floor.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
Eternal Oscar right now. You would notice that Bubbles does a thing where the sides of Bubbles' mouth kind of stretch to the sides and curl downwards and you can sense what Bubbles is thinking really, you think I'm good at this kind of stuff?
I was just gonna look at her. I was like, no, but I don't think I'm any better. You really want me to go up to that man? A girl like, oh, it's okay. She wasn't much of a loss. See, I can't.
Bubbles kind of points inside their mouth, and just you know what Bubbles is saying the whole time, and Bubbles is just trying to communicate I can't even talk.
I think that's the benefit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Ghostly, I think this might be for you.
What's that then?
Go give Brian a hug.
Oh, Brian's upset because the Cinta's in bits on the floor.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oscar will look at Ghostly and say, "Frog, horse, frog. Do you wanna frog, horse? Do you wanna go on top of the frog, horse?"
Yeah, are you all right, mate?
Frog! On top, frog!
Do you hit your head?
Oh my god.
I will go next to Madame Sprout and just put my hands on top of the frog. Safe, very safe.
Eternal Oscar right now.